And I know a lot of people have been comparing Trump to Hitler lately, but there are some major differences between. For instance, Hitler was married to a woman who loved him. Okay?
You are promising America tonight you would never abuse power as retribution against anybody.
Except for day one.
Except
Look,
what?
he's going crazy. Except for day one.
Meaning?
I want to close the border, and I want to drill.
That's
drill,
not. That's
drill.
that's not.
No, no.
That's not retribution.
I'm gonna be. You know, he keeps. We love this guy. He says, "You're not gonna be a dictator, are you?" I said, "No, no, no. Other than day one."
Kidding aside, how about Sean Hannity having to squeeze him to say he won't be a dictator? I mean, how clear does Trump have to make it that Hannity's like, hey, you want to take another stab at that one, bro? Nope. I'm tired of these fake questions like, will you become a dictator? Of course he's going to become. He said he's going to become a dictator. Basically, in November, we're going to be voting on whether we will ever vote again.
What's good, YouTube family? It's your boy Shot with the Black Anomaly Rising Channel. Bill Burr. It's time, baby. I've been meaning to react to this clip. This clip went viral like at least a couple days ago, if not like a week ago. Bill Burr was on Jimmy Kimmel Live. If you guys, I'm pretty sure most of y'all probably know who Jimmy Kimmel is, especially like I've seen the analytics and a lot of people that are on the middle-aged side tend to watch my channel. So Jimmy Kimmel used to star on The Man Show. It's kind of ironic because now he's gone like this super duper politically correct, super woke direction. He was pretty much licking Dr. Fauci's balls at one point. It was freaking ridiculous.
They make him a heel, which is a bad guy, and they make stuff up about him. They insinuate that he helped develop the virus in China. He's part of the deep state. He does cruel experiments on puppies. They will say anything to tear him down. They're attacking this friendly man from Brooklyn with a family. He graduated first in his class at Cornell. He's an American. President Bush gave him the Medal of Freedom. Even Trump says he liked him. Anyone would be angry because he says he represents science. He's a scientist. Thank you for leading us, Dr. Fauci. We greatly appreciate it. Don't listen to those maniacs. Everybody loves you, all right? Dr. Anthony Fauci, everybody. We'll be back with music from Anita.
It's like this.
And now we got Bill Burr on here, and this man is going to call out the Trump derangement. I already know that that's what happens because even though I haven't seen the clip, I've seen like people already have made videos about this, and I mean there's even like some news articles and stuff talking about this. So apparently this is pretty funny. So we got to react to it. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Like, I know what I'm going to tell my kids when they get to a certain age. I really am. Like, I have it down.
You have it
about
planned out?
religion and people.
Really?
Narcissists, sociopaths, all of this type of stuff. Like, you want to see a great case thing on, like, narcissism. Liberals are so stupid the way that they handle Trump.
What do you mean?
You should shut up. He's a narcissist. Neutral energy.
Yeah.
Neutral.
You think he'd go away if
You know
we
what I think he
stopped?
was? I think he was a one-hit wonder.
Uh-huh.
Right? He wrote The Twist. And then that was it. He was on the casino circuit, and then you idiot liberals wrote him Twist again when you indicted him. And now he's a martyr.
And now he's
coming back, Jimmy.
The peppermint twist is back.
Coming back. It's going to be great for comedy. He's coming back.
Yeah, definitely coming back.
I can't believe, like, these are honestly going to be our two choices, because I really try to, with each thing, to try to be, like, figure out who I'm going to, but I mean, it's got to be, I want somebody in their 40s, somebody that's going to have to live with their decisions. I don't want, like, you know.
That is a good point. That's a good point.
With any luck, they'll both die of natural causes before the election. And maybe you could get somebody that still has something to live for.
Wow.
Holy cow.
This year, you're not going to get a visit from Santa, but you are going to get a visit from the Secret Service.
Why? I said died peacefully.
Oh, you did?
Bill Burr has a good point here. Basically, the Trump derangement has been so off the charts. And I think I know multiple reasons for it. One, a lot of these shows weren't getting very good ratings. A lot of people wasn't watching them anymore, or they were not watching them anymore after Donald Trump was no longer like the talk of town, and they started talking more about like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I mean, Kamala Harris, I mean, what are you going to make any videos about? She's never even around. She never does anything. So you can't really write news stories and make videos about anything related to her. In Joe Biden, you pretty much just have stuff of him like fumbling and bumbling and falling over and making mistakes in migrant crisis videos. All these other news media outlets between MSNBC, CNN, ABC, and everybody in between, besides maybe like freaking Fox News and Sky News Australia, you know, Daily Wire, you know, besides news organizations like that, pretty much everybody's been ragging on Trump. So they needed more ratings. And two, they're also trying to prevent him from winning another election, which I don't really understand why. You know, I mean, if we're to believe what they're saying, they believe that he's a threat to democracy.
Basically, in November, we're going to be voting on whether we will ever vote again.
Oh, you idiot.
And because he's such a big threat, they took it upon themselves to make sure that you could not use democracy to elect him by trying to get him indicted, remove him from the ballot, remove his businesses. I mean, whatever you can imagine, they've tried to do to Trump. And it's kind of hilarious that he calls it out. He literally calls Jimmy Kimmel an idiot to his face. I mean, he says, you idiots indicted him. And he's right. I mean, a lot of this stuff shouldn't be happening. And the fact of the matter is, I've talked to people. I haven't really talked to too many people that consider themselves to be Democrats that disagree with any of the indictments, even when you talk about all of the details. It's just pure Trump derangement takes over. It turns into like voices getting escalated, shouting. Like that's basically what it turns into. And, you know, essentially accusations turns into literal conversations about how democracy is being threatened. All the same stuff you see on the news media, that's what it turns into. So Bill Burr is right. A lot of these folks are idiots. Like, I hate to say it. Look, I know there might be some people watching that might be triggered. But if you are so to the point where you can't even, like, listen to what somebody says, like, listen to some of the arguments, right? And try to kind of come at it with a neutral perspective, watch and look for the proof and evidences, and then make your assessment. If you don't agree with me, that's okay. But if we can have, the only way, in my opinion, it's okay is if we can have a conversation about it and we're just talking, you know, or if you don't make videos or whatever, you're not in any live streams, any discussions, you leaving comments and we chatting back and forth, we can have a conversation. But if it's like, nah, these people just idiots, is Uncle Tom's, is white supremacists, like that's what it turns into, then unfortunately, you might need to go to the doctor, get yourself checked out because you have been diagnosed with Trump derangement, or you will be diagnosed with it. Okay, I can diagnose you with it. I ain't even gotta be a doctor. All right, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Bill Burr spot on. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, I appreciate y'all watching. Black Anomaly, Rising Channel. I'm out.
Don't listen to those maniacs. Everybody loves you, all right?